Hi, and welcome to a special recording that I'm making for Artistic Workshop number 5. And I'm very proud and excited to introduce, well, I probably am not introducing this girl because most of the people who take my class probably own their Artistic Suite software because of this girl, and they all love her already. But for anybody who has never met Maddie Bushman, it's my pleasure to have Maddie in the house tonight for a little recording about a special feature in Artistic Suite software. So hi, Maddie. How you doing?
Hi, Trevor. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm really thrilled to be with you. I'm so excited to be a part of your webinar.
Oh, thank you. You're the best. I love you. Look at us. This is Maddie right here well, it's actually probably my left shoulder, but facing the photo. Maddie's on my right with the beautiful blue hat. And we're with Elba, by the way, and we're at Genome Institute, I guess a year and a half ago, and what a fun time I had. And it was tough to track you down. You're like a very popular person there. But I caught up to her in the hallway when they were in their beautiful dresses, and look at all the Genome educators having fun at Genome Institute 2013 when the brand new MC15000 came out, and I think is that when we introduced version 7 of Artistic Suite? Gosh.
That was version 6.
Version 6, yeah, okay. So we just came out with version 6, and one more picture, sorry. This is Maddie is here with Randy Thomas and Toshi Takeyasu, and they're some of the really awesome people from Genome America. All these people here, so much fun to see you guys, and I can't wait till our next Genome Institute, which is going to be, I guess, probably next year. So how exciting! All right, today I called Maddie for help because there's a new feature in version 7, which I love this. I just popped over to my software. In version 7, I guess there's nothing to look at here. I might as well keep the photos up. In version 7 of Artistic Suite, there's a new feature called Print and Cut. And it was, that's not even made print and cut. Here, let's go back to this. This is something that Maddie made. I'm just jumping around. This is something that Maddie made using Print and Cut. And Maddie, Print and Cut was brand new with version 7. Am I correct? Because I've never tried it before.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. It came out with version 7.
And was that not a free update to everybody that had version 6?
Yes, it was. There were a couple of different features that were available that were free with the version 7 update that was downloadable from this website.
That is so awesome. And I know, of course, I also have the new Artistic Premium, which I love, but this was when one of the new features in version 7 that I haven't tried yet. So I had to call Maddie to say, how the heck do you do this? Because I was looking at your Facebook page and I saw the stuff you made, and I'm just blown away, Maddie, like I snitched. I have to be honest, I was creeping your Facebook page, Maddie.
Please do. Please do.
And look at all the great pictures. I collected a few pictures, including the one with you and Randy and Toshi. But now you were telling me this is actually not print and cut, but this is obviously still with an artistic software and cutter. Is that right?
Well, you know what? I said before it wasn't print and cut, and I think I'm mistaken because you see the sewing machine on there?
Oh, yeah?
That's actually an embroidery design built in from the 15,000, and I brought it in and converted it into a applique.
Oh, cool.
So, yes, I guess you could say that that's print and cut because you go through the same steps as you would for any print and cut of a graphic.
This is neat because there's so many things that we're doing. Like, when you guys sent me this Artistic Suite software to help teach with, I never knew the directions that I was going to be going, and I'm so impressed with the things that I've made in the last couple of years. So I have to thank you, Maddie, because you've been a lot of my inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, what are these? Tell me about this.
Oh, these are an obsession. Yeah, they really are. They're luminaries, and you make little gift boxes, and there are so many tools. You do insert symbols or insert clip art and get a little design and cut it out, and then you make the box and you put a LED tea light into the box, and at night it's a night light for kids or adults, and if you want to, you could make it into a gift box and put little candies in it. And it's just a great gift idea. It takes less than 5 minutes to make.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Is there a template? Like where would somebody learn about that?
Well, I will email anybody the directions that wants them.
Okay.
I tell them to go to my my Facebook page, or I'm on YouTube. You can go to YouTube and get my email address, or Pinterest,
Okay.
and then I email you the directions along with the draw file. It's free of charge, no charge.
Awesome. Well, I'll make sure that I give in my printed notes for the class you the spelling of your name and how to find you then. Maybe even an email address or something like that. That would be awesome.
Sure, my email address.
Okay, well, that's great. Because this looks like fun. I would like to try that. And these are, so this is more of that
try that
thing, right? The Luminaires Christmas tree. How fun.
Oh, that's so much fun. I've had such great success with that in the classes. This one doesn't happen to be decorated. I didn't start getting into decorating them until after. Okay. But I'll tell you what,
Oops, sorry.
You know, you'll love that. That's fun.
I think I remember seeing a picture of it decorated on Facebook. I just snatched the wrong one, I bet, because I was...
No,
yeah,
that one's pretty too.
It is. Really pretty. These are just so interesting. Like, this is great. This is printing.
No, right. I just wanted to... You have children, I know. This is a diorama, and I print and cut the people and some of the graphics, like the artistic box and things like that. But what some people were telling me is that this is so beneficial for parents because in school, kids have to do dioramas of like dinosaurs and, you know, science projects. And there they could download pictures of whatever they need and print and cut them, as opposed to the old scissors and find a magazine.
What a great idea. You know, and you're right. My son's in grade 6 and he makes those things. In fact, he made his last one out of Lego. And he did the whole, you know, the whole diorama out of Lego, which was pretty inspirational. But this would be, boy, he would love that. And I've got another one. She's only 6, so I'm gonna get my opportunity to make one. The detail in these boxes that you're making, Maddie, is just really outstanding. To me, I just was blown away. All the things that you've made with the print and cut said to me, boy, you better get going, Trevor, because look where Maddie is, and you haven't. But I have to admit, it looks intimidating, but
really, it's so easy.
Well, that's what I wanted to say. Like, I just couldn't believe it when I've only done one. You told me how to do it over the phone, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And I got it perfect on my first try, and it was easy, just like you told me it would be. But there's obviously a little bit of technique, or involved in learning how to make three-dimensional objects from these things.
The software is what really makes it easy. You don't really have to have skill or talent because the software is just like rolls out the red carpet and says, here, whatever you want to do, I'm here for you.
That's so excellent. I love it. I really think you're great. This is like the software box on the table, with a sewing machine. Yes. It's brilliant. Anyway, so yeah, if you don't have Artistic Suite software, you surely want to. Look at this though. This is really something pretty. This carousel that you made is just wow. And are these people that that are in these photos riding on these?
Absolutely not. I snatched them from the internet, and the animals and the people, and no people were together. Okay. I had to match the person with the animals, but. Like I said, as you found out for yourself, it's so easy to download a picture, a graphic, and cut it out.
Wow. Well, this just looks like a beautiful object that's something you'll cherish forever, Like if you made that for your grandchild, like they would never not keep that.
Oh, no, yeah.
They'll be 80 and still have it, Like those are keepers. That's a beautiful thing. Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting me show your pictures. Now, I wanted to just show, before I let you go, I have to show how easy it is. So, of course, I have a 6-year-old daughter, and I wanted to try it out. So I asked her what she wanted to make, a little paper doll, and she said, My Little Pony. And so I snatched a picture from the internet, just got a little PNG file, and brought it in to my software. And what I needed to do, to make this happen. So I brought it in. Well, if you have the software, you start by saying new, and then you choose that image. So that's the only steps this is the finished design. So once I brought that image in, I just had to draw basically a run stitch for the outline of it. Can you see how that goes, Maddie? Like around it like that?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, and this is where you were going to help me a little bit because I missed this. You're smarter than me, of course. Not necessarily smarter, but more experienced. She's had her time. She's made a bazillion things, and this was my first one. So, but what was my mistake?
Well, I will not say a mistake. A suggestion was when I am outlining a graphic, I try to use the color thread or for this outline the same as the object or as close to it as I can get. Therefore, I would use pink.
Right. Whoops, so I filled it in pink. I didn't want to do that. Here, I'll undo that. I wanted to outline it in pink.
I've never done that ever.
No. And maybe I got the color wrong, but, you know, whatever. The point is to match it because it shows, and I didn't know that. When you print this, so, okay, there you have it. So how did I do that? Well, there's a tool, and you just grab the tool, and then basically you just have to click to draw the shape, and, you know, when you're done drawing your shape, it cuts out that shape. Like, that's really all I did. But you can see how I literally went, I wanted to keep those eyelashes, and I went right around them. And I thought, well,
yes.
I thought to myself, it'll never do that. Like, but I tried. I figured, why not give it a try, right? I didn't believe it until I saw it. But my photo has done a really good job.
Perfect.
Now, the black outline showed. That's where I was like, oh, you know, I could have moved in the outline, and Maddie said, well, you just need to get rid of that black, like the black outline around it there. And so that was not a mistake. That was just a suggestion that if I had done it with a pink outline, it might not have been as noticeable in the print and cut. But just like that, I did a couple of these, and literally, you know, within 20 minutes of starting with Reese, I had this in her hand, which is great with a kid because when you do embroidery, you know, to get them to sit down and watch you digitize the design and then sew it out, like, you know, you can make her an embroidery design and she'll love it. But if I was going to try and embroider a Pinkie Pie, it'd be taking me she would have lost interest in watching My Little Pony on television, right?
And you know that you could have print and cut this on fabric as well.
Oh, cool. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. You can really, because I guess it's whatever you can cut with. There's so many ways it all kind of starts to come together. You know, this whole idea of the cutter. And I know you have a new cutter now. It's on my Christmas wish list. The new Artistic Edge. What a beautiful looking cutter. Mine's the Silhouette. And I feel guilty asking for a new one, but I think it looks amazing. Just the size
fantastic.
Of it. The big, how big
fantastic. Right, you can get the 12-inch or the 15-inch, but some of the features, I mean, I love the fact that I can adjust the speed. There's an interior light, so sometimes when you're trying to see something to match something up, that light is, it's just a lifesaver.
Really?
And
how cool.
Instead of adjusting the blade all the time to the depth of the blade, you know, turning the numbers, you can just adjust the blade pressure in your software and not have to mess with that. And, I love it, because you go from cutting a thin vinyl to cutting template material just by adjusting the blade pressure in the software.
That is so awesome. I think I have I have cutter envy. So if you want to visit Maddie, this is her Facebook page. Oh, I lost it here, where I was going to show you a pretty picture here. Look at this. You got to look her up on Facebook. Where'd the picture go? There it is. You just look amazing, Maddie.
That's a picture from when I was in Russia. In
Russia. She goes all over the world to talk about Janome products, including, of course, the beautiful MC15000. This is the Janome website, and you can learn about Maddie by clicking on the button that says Learn, where, of course, they have a page where they talk about the Janome educators, which is exactly who Maddie Bushman is, one of the lovely Janome educators in my life, and she's got her bio there. She's bilingual, so I was wondering myself, what's your other language?
I speak Spanish. I speak a little French, a little Italian, sign language, German under duress.
Wow.
But it has helped a great deal in the travels around the world.
Wow.
And I spoke Greek when I was younger, but when I went back to Greece for training, I just picked it right back up again.
How interesting. You know, that's funny you say that, because in all the places that I've traveled to teach, and maybe not quite as many as you, I've never been to Russia, that's for sure, but I've been to Germany and I've been to Scandinavia and America and Australia and Asia, and the only place where I needed a translator was in Germany. I don't
Yeah.
know. Did you find that that was the one country that English just didn't cut it? Then there wasn't enough people, you know, in the age
Right.
graphic that was at the conference too, maybe with the younger ones, but certainly that was interesting. So that was the first time I really had to have a translator for my class. Did they? But I guess what a great thing, because I had no idea what the translator was saying. At least you'd know.
Yeah, a little bit. Russian, I had to have a translator. I tried to learn Russian, and it was just too difficult.
Okay. The thing I felt uncomfortable about was whenever I kind of dropped one of my jokes. You know, when you're teaching and you have something you think is funny, and nobody
Yes.
would laugh at all, and then later on they'd be laughing about something, and I would have no idea why they were laughing. It wasn't funny at all what I said.
Lost in translation, for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's some of the ways that you can learn about and find Maddie Bushman. But thank you so much, Maddie, for coming into my class today and talking to me. Oh, one more thing that you sent me I wanted to show. This also was made with print and cut. It's a little video she made.
Thank you for showing. That's my favorite.
Am I the only one that can hear that music?
Yes.
Here, I'll put it on. Hold on.
I know it by heart, though.
Did that work with the music? I put my headphones on over the microphone.
No.
It didn't work? No, okay. I probably have to turn it up.
It's my favorite, and that one takes about 20 minutes to make.
Wow. So beautiful. Well, there you have it.
Love that.
Some inspiration for this. I think, what a great video. I think I'll have to post this on my YouTube page. Is that all right with you, Maddie?
Please do. You're welcome to any of my stuff.
Done deal. Okay, so I'll let you go for now. I know you're a busy girl, but thank you again and again for your heart, for your help, for your inspiration, and for your time today making this recording with me.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been my pleasure.
Okay, look forward to seeing you, Maddie. Take care.
Me too. Okay. Bye-bye now.
Bye.